Let's now get you some updates from the high-stakes elections in the Indian state of Bihar. Now, the vote counting is to happen on the 14th of this month. That's 2 days away. And ahead of the result announcement on Friday, that is the 14th of November, let's take a look as to what the voter turnout looks like and how the political parties are preparing for the results. With many already claiming victory, this assembly election in Bihar has registered a record voter turnout, and women voters of the state are in the spotlight. Now, Bihar has witnessed the highest women voter turnout in its history of elections, the first one being in 1951, and here are how the numbers stack up. The Phase 1 turnout of women voters stood at 69.04%, and Phase 2 saw 5% increase with a female voter turnout of 74%. And this takes the total turnout of the women voters in Bihar to a staggering 71.6%, a percentage that has never been witnessed before in the state. The last time the women in Bihar had recorded a notably high turnout was in 2015, when about 60.48% of the women had cast their ballots. Now, overall, the gender turnout ratio stood at about 62.8% for men and about 71.6% for women, a substantial difference of 9 percentage points. And with such a high percentage of Bihar voters stepping out to cast the ballot, it remains to be seen as to which party favors from these historic numbers. And also the bigger question here is this: will the women voters of Bihar determine the election's outcome? All right, now to help make sense of what's been happening with respect to the Bihar polls, we are joined on the broadcast by Ms. Aditi Fadnis, who is a senior journalist and also a contributing editor at the Business Standard. Ms. Fadnis, thank you very much indeed, ma'am, for joining us here on WION. Now, these numbers, especially the voter turnout, is quite historic. Women have come out and voted in a percentage that has never been witnessed in the state of Bihar. I want you to weigh in on the logic when the voter turnout goes up so substantially. Who does it actually favor? Because both the Mahagathbandhan and also the NDA, the BJP, the JDU combined claim that it is something that is going to go in their favor. But in your assessment, with Nitish Kumar facing 20 years of anti-incumbency, which way is this going?
Well, I have to tell you that I was in Bihar for many days, particularly in the Mithilaachal area, but also in Patna and surrounding areas. I found very little resentment against Nitish Kumar on account of incumbency. There were other reasons for the resentment. The resentment was directed against MLAs. Many said they never come. But overall, people were in quite forgiving and quite a positive mood where Nitish Kumar personally was concerned. So that was number one. Number two, I think the schemes that have been announced during Nitish Kumar's tenure as chief minister have been women-centric successively over many years of his tenure, and many of them have been welcomed very positively. I mean, there's a range of schemes, including the kind of empowerment of women he started out with when he became chief minister in 2000.
Right.
And continually since then, the last scheme that we heard about was the outlay that he has made to women who want to start their own business.
Right.
And I think 10,000 rupees has already been paid in many women's accounts.
I think that's a crucial factor which will have played as to which way the women would have voted. Now, I also want you to weigh in on something interesting that the pollsters are predicting through their exit polls, where they're now indicating that the JDU appears to be resurgent. It is not going to be the younger partner in the ruling alliance. What do you think is if these predictions are true, what do you think is indicating this revival of the JDU, especially given the fact that Nitish Kumar has been in charge of the state for the last 20 years, and as you say, he's not facing incumbency so long as his personality is concerned?
I think part of the reason is the fact that it's aligning with the BJP. JDU on its own has not too much organizational heft and strength. At no stage has the BJP tried to undermine him. In fact, efforts by others in the alliance to undermine him have met with stiff resistance, even public resistance. So I think overall, Nitish Kumar has had a lot of support. But he's had support not only from alliance partners, but also from the people, because people realize that this could be, his penultimate election. Um, they want to reward him in some way. They are grateful for things that they have done. And none of the things that are going wrong in Bihar, like the decrepit educational system or the corruption that rules in the lower bureaucracy, is attributed to him.
Right.
So this discrimination people are in a position to make is very important for the majority of the state.
Interesting. Now, Bihar is an important state. It is politically very crucial. But Bihar also has a whole gamut of different problems. Unemployment is a huge issue. The fact that young, aspirational men and women of Bihar migrate to other states to seek out employment and a better life is an issue that Tejasvi Yadav went all in with. But despite of that, if these predictions by the pollsters and these exit polls are true, why do you think Tejasvi Yadav has not been able to make a dent in the manner one would have expected, because he's raising these issues which are so crucial for the people of Bihar?
Let us be clear. There is sympathy in a certain group of voters for Tejasvi Yadav also. There is a sense that Tejasvi Yadav is not Lalu Prasad, that all the things that Lalu Prasad's tenure was known for will not happen in Tejasvi Yadav's tenure. There is also a sense that he's a local boy who has made good. He has done everything on his terms, including marrying a person from another community,
Interrupt you there. My apologies
not
to you.
allowing the traditional power
Right. Ms.
elites.
Fadnis, I'll have to interrupt you there because the Cabinet Minister, Ashwini Vaishnav, is just addressing the media there. Let's listen into what's being said.
Safeguard the lives and well-being of all Indians, consistent with its enduring commitment to national security and the safety of every citizen. इसका हिंदी प्रारूप भी आपके साथ शेयर किया जाएगा और बाकी दूसरे फैसलों पे आता हूं मैं. आप सबको व्हाट्सएप कर सबको जल्दी आराटाई कर देंगे. साथियों, आज 3 बड़े और फैसले लिए गए इस रेजोल्यूशन के बाद में. सबसे पहला एक नया एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन मिशन लॉन्च किया गया है 25,060 करोड़ रुपीस का. बहुत ही कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव